Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not? Why not? Because. Is that all you're going to ask me? Why? Because I dreamt that I should do it, so I did. And once you've put one foot forward, you gotta keep walking. Why? May I eat this apple? I'm going to eat this apple because I am hungry. Is there a razor in this apple? Would you like a bite?
Why?
Because. Why not? Is that your question? Do I have to continue? Yeah.
Why?
Because my mom used to feed those to me when I was little. That's all. You can turn the camera off now before I hit you. Please. You son of a bitch. I'm moving away from the camera.
Why?
Why not? Do you want me to elaborate on that? Why? Why could be a lot of reasons. Because, well, why and why not are linked. Because why is because if you don't do why, then nothing gets done. So, might as well. Why? Why can be a lot of things. This is interesting. But I guess, there's just why and why not are two sides of the same coin. There's can't really ask one question without asking the other. Whether or not they are really separate things. So, who knows? Why? Why not? Beats me. Is there anything else you would like elaborated on that? Is there a time limit? Okay, why? I guess I'll continue. I guess why just must lead to a period of saying that it's something we have to ask ourselves because it's the nature of us to ask ourselves things. people are forced to constantly ask why, because their minds never stop working, never stop assembling things together. You just kind of work like an organic computer. Thoughts come in, information comes in, and somehow you have to draw connections between it. And somewhere in drawing all those connections between it, you have to make connections and conclusions to react to things. And to make these conclusions, you have to ask yourself why periods. You have to surmise things. So somehow why is just a combination of the sorting of information. When you get enough information and you sort something, you'll come to this point and you say why. Okay, here's everything I've got laid out in front of me, and you look at it all, and what holes are there, you try to fill in by making deductions based off what information you have, and out of all that, you try to formulate something, which is the answer to this why. The assembling everything out, I guess, is kind of asking yourself why, and then examining all the information, and somewhere out of that process, comes this whole thing of trying to come up with an answer to why, which is basically why is just, I guess, the assembling of all this information, and the answer to why is just once you've gone through the process of why and reached a final conclusion on it. So, which is a very interesting way of thinking of it. Maybe total bullshit, but hey. Total bullshit could be as appropriate answer as anything else. So, and who's eating this apple already? I'll have to ask. Taking the bite out of the other side. Why? Who knows? Who's bit this side? Okay? Obvious question. So, thanks for lunch, by the way. I've been running around, so. I'll leave the rest for the next person. Why? Because it's there.
Why? Why be here? I can see that you're not, this is the question, only why. Why be here? We were just talking about evasiveness in class. That was a discussion when you just entered. Is it possible for there to be a positive, for evasiveness to have any positive attributes? I think that's an interesting question. And I think that's enough. Yeah, I don't want to get into the apple. That's it. Oh, I could say intuition. That's a one-word answer to your question, your one-word question. Intuition. I used that once today already, and it feels good to try it again.